What's up, everybody? Xavrun here, and today we're taking a look at Rosewater. It's a Western adventure point-and-click game. It looked really cool. It's by Grundislav Games and Application Systems Heidelberg. As you can see here, it is a work in progress. You got take different paths, solve different problems. It's in early access, or it's a work in progress. So if we see any bugs or anything, let's just not let it get to us. We'll just go ahead and let the developer know what we found. It's just the proper thing to do. Again, if you like what you see here, the link to the demo and all of the social medias will be in the description below. Let's go ahead and jump in. Western Vespuccia, the town of Rosewater, 1850.
Huh. Quiet.
There's voice acting. Nice.
Howdy, ma'am. Allow me to extend the warmest of welcomes on behalf of the town of Rosewater and its inhabitants. Folks call me Jim. And who do I have the honor of greeting?
Harley Leger.
Delighted to make your acquaintance. Might I assist you with your luggage? That is, if you've got any.
I don't.
Ah, right. Well, what brings you to our fair town, Mrs. Leger?
I don't want to be rude. There's no reason to be rude like that. That's none of your business. Lie, I'm just passing through. Well, how do we know that's a lie, though? Right? Spoiler. I'm here for a job.
And I'm here about a job.
Planning on sticking around, huh? Say, what line of work are you in?
If you must know, I write. There's an
Nice.
opening at the Rosewater Post.
Well, best of luck with that. The editor at that place ain't somebody you want to cross.
Then we ought to get along fine.
I'm sure you will. But as official town greeter, allow me to offer a small caution. Rosewater ain't always such a sleepy little town.
This gimpy ass dude trying to steal her wallet.
Say, I've just remembered another engagement.
This how you welcome new arrivals?
That's hilarious.
Mind to give you a thrashing.
He kind of looks like Jimmy from Bob's Burgers, huh?
All right, enough of that. Look, I was no choir girl,
But I never got
but I
caught.
had the good sense not to get caught. Word of advice, kid. Don't pick your mark in broad daylight, especially not at a lawman's doorstep. Go on, beat it, or I really will give you something to cry about.
That's right. Run.
Now, where in the ether is that damn publisher's office?
So you walk, you double click, click exit. So walking is just clicking and double clicking. I didn't get to see the rest of them because that went away. We're gonna go to the post office, huh? What's cool is, I don't know if you guys ever played, there's an old game called Phantasmagoria. And I had so much fun with that game when I was younger. A lot of the old, point-and-click style games, they were fun. Post office and publishing. Well, it looks like a position just opened up. He almost landed on me. Let's go ahead and just ignore me. It ain't none of our business. Whatever he did, he did.
Hello, can I help you with something?
I'm here about the writing commission.
Ah, yes, you must be Miss Leger. I believe you and Joni exchanged some correspondence on the matter already, yes?
Yep, got the letter right here.
May I see it, please?
I respect that it's already, where's my inventory at? Oh, right here. Select. I guess hand it to him. I guess I should have read it, huh? Oh, no, we'll get it back, okay.
Very good. Oh, one more thing. Joni's not one for formalities. First names will do.
Noted.
Go up those stairs and knock.
Thanks. What's your name?
Henry Dixon, ma'am. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
All right, auto saving. So it's got auto save. That's pretty good. How did I? Oh, I is for inventory. Let's read
October
this.
25th, 1850. Dear Miss Leger, Thank you for submitting your sample. Your writing shows real potential. I'd like to extend an invitation to meet with me at the offices of the Rosewater Post and discuss the possibility of an extended commission. How soon can you arrive in town? I await your reply and look forward to making your acquaintance. Yours, Joan Gallagher.
All right, cool. So, I asked for your inventory. I appreciate that everything's voice acted. That's really cool. Yeah.
Come in.
Come on in.
Hello, Joan. I'm Harley Leger.
Ah, yes. Nice to finally put a face to the name. Please take a load off. Whiskey?
Bit early for me, but thanks all the same.
Sensible. I like that. I, however, have had a morning, so if you don't mind.
Not at all. Have yourself a drink.
Say, have we met before? Something about you seems familiar.
I don't believe so, no.
Well, let's get down to the meat and potatoes, shall we? If you're going to join our little family here, I'd like to know more about you.
Let's give a succinct
Well, I was
biography.
born and raised in New Britannia, got out, made my way west, and started writing. I saw your ad while I was up in Pierre. Thought a change of scenery would do me good.
Well, admittedly, Rosewater isn't as cosmopolitan as it used to be, but maybe you'll find it to your liking.
There hasn't been a dull moment since I stepped off the train.
Speaking of, your writing sample had me in stitches. Haven't spent much time in Lamplight City myself, but your descriptions of the toffs in Lyon, hilarious.
That piece was inspired by my last visit a few years ago, actually.
Oh? What brought that about?
I'd take care of some family
I had
affairs.
to go
Yeah, let's
back
be
and settle
honest.
my late brother's affairs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope it wasn't in connection with that awful business at the Lamplight City Expo.
Oh, no, it was before that.
The Expo disaster was a national tragedy, of course. But you know, I can't help remembering it as the week our paper sold more copies than it has before or since. Isn't that terrible? But enough about that. Let's get back to why we're here. I loved your sample, and I like you as well, Harley. So I'm going to go ahead and offer you a commission. I'll pay you 45 crowns for it. After that, we can talk about more regular opportunities.
Hot damn.
Damn! So, what's my assignment? A scathing commentary on Rosewater's decline? Or maybe a hard-hitting expose on the plight of the marginalized criminal youth?
Oh, no. Nothing like that. I want you to interview Gentleman Jake Ackerman.
Who?
Pull the other one. You've been living under a rock. He's a true Western legend. The Achilles of our times. We've got a real opportunity here. A star like that landing in our little town. I'd like something in the vein of your sample. Acerbic and mordant. But maybe not quite so acerbic,
So, a puff piece.
Good, you're paying attention. I want you to make Rosewater look good too. Show me a real frontier hero in a real frontier town.
Where can I find this Jake fellow?
He's taking rooms at the Jack of Diamonds just down the road. And his show is opening today at the Opera House. So he should be around for an interview. I don't know how you're situated here, but you're welcome to use the typewriter in the office.
I only write longhand, but I'd certainly be grateful for a quiet place to work.
Longhand. How charming. Now, if you have any questions before you go, by all means, ask.
Will do. So who is that man that went out your window?
So, who is the man that went out your window? Not another writer, I hope.
Oh, God, no. You're the only applicant we've had. Don't worry about him. Just a rabble-rouser with an axe to grind. Thought he could burst in here railing about my journalistic integrity. Most folks stick to writing letters to the editor. I tried to calm him down, but... well, it didn't go that way.
I see.
So Joan seems like she might just be a shitbag of a human being. Or he just didn't like what she wrote because she told the truth. So let's not be too quick to judge. I'll be on my way.
I'd best be on my way.
Right you are.
All right, Char.
Wait a minute.
What?
It's just come to me. I know why you look familiar. You're Spitfire Harley.
Goodness. It's been a long time since anyone called me that.
I saw you fighting back in 26 at Wellesley Hall in the Chum. You took out a brute twice your size with a right hook. Pow! It was like watching David bring down Goliath.
I appreciate
Nice.
the kind words, but that was another life.
Maybe so, but for a 14-year-old kid fresh off the boat, it was pretty damn inspirational.
Thanks, Joan. Appreciate it.
Of course. And please call me Joni.
Joni. Joni loves Chachi. All right, let's go. We gotta go find
See you
Jake.
later, Joni.
Take care of yourself out there.
Oh, she just had to turn around and call her Joni, huh? She just had to say
Harley,
it.
writing for my paper.
Yep.
I don't
That's
think
right.
she'll speak all.
Okay. So let's go find this Jake Harlow guy at the Jack of Diamonds. I thought she said Jack Harlow or whatever his name was. I didn't even realize she said Jake. So yeah, just make her, I guess, walk this way. Jack of Diamonds Saloon. There it is.
Was your meeting satisfactory, ma'am?
Quite so. Did you find any of those butterscotch sweets I asked for?
Afraid not. Only taffy and some peppermints.
Pity. This place seems to lack even the smallest of pleasures. Shall we?
I like the liveliness of the town. The dialogue is really good, and the town just feels alive. You know, typically with a lot of point-and-click games, you see stuff like this. Or this, just people walking around or not doing anything at all, like the guy sitting on the bench. But this town actually has some liveliness to it. Who's this guy?
Excuse me, kid. I need to get upstairs.
I'm really sorry, miss, but Mr. Ackerman's not taking any more meetings right now.
Ackerman. From the Rosewater Post.
The Rosewater Post.
Did you make an appointment?
No, I just got the assignment.
Okay. Look, Mr. Ackerman's upstairs getting ready for his show. It starts in less than an hour. Why don't you come by and watch? You can come meet him afterwards.
I just need to interview him for a newspaper article.
Well, now, that's perfect. If you're going to write about him, you should definitely see the show. Trust me, it's a real dazzler.
Suppose it beats waiting around here.
Well, and being so we didn't ask any questions about him, there's no way we know anything about him. So what kind of questions are you just going to ask? Like your standard who, what, where, when, why, and how. But, I mean, don't you think it would make sense to stick around and watch the show? Maybe we'll get some questions about the show.
Decoration more than anything else.
Oh, okay. What about this?
Food delivery.
Okay. Press. All right, cool. So I guess we go talk back with him, or do we just come back later?
Gentleman Jake's show.
Wait, what?
Gentleman Jake's show will be starting at the theater soon. You won't want to miss a second of it.
Okay.
Gentleman Jake's show.
I'm trying to go this way.
Gentleman Jake.
I don't want to talk to this guy. We come down this way? No. Can't go anywhere. She's gonna try to talk to him.
Gentleman.
Yep. So, I guess we just leave. In an hour. Do we have the time? How do we know what time it is? And where's the theater at? I love the animations. Oh, here it is. 20 crowns, huh?
You again?
Oh, hey, Harmony, was it?
Harley. What in the ether are you doing here?
Oh, you're not still sore about earlier.
Nah, but your little friend might think twice about hoodwinking strangers again.
Look, nothing personal. My brother and me are just doing our best to get by.
Oh, so you distract while he steals. Yeah, you
Your
just walked away
brother?
while your brother got
And you
caught?
just strolled away? I ought to knock you into a cocked hat.
Hey, you gotta look out for number one.
You picked the wrong mark, but I can let that go. Hell, with
Yeah.
a little effort, you two could be halfway decent crifters. But if there's one thing turns my stomach, it's disloyalty. That's your flesh and blood. If you don't have your own brothers back, who else on this wretched earth is going to give a flip if you're alive or dead?
You made your point. Now, can we drop it already? I'm trying to do an actual legitimate job here.
What job is
Legitimate
that?
job? So you're not selling snake oil or stock tips or fire insurance?
Nah, nothing like that. I'm selling tickets to Gentleman Jake's legendary Wild West show.
Ooh.
Only 20 coppers.
Hoppers, okay. I want to buy a
One of those
ticket
tickets.
Swell! And when would you like to come see the show?
right now.
Whenever it starts?
Oh, you mean today? Oh, well, I'm afraid I sold the last of today's tickets not 10 minutes before you walked up.
You lying.
Seriously?
Seriously, this ain't exactly the Coliseum. It only fits so many, and folks around here are real excited to see Gentleman Jake in person.
All
let's do
right,
this bigger
look.
dick.
I don't need to see some yahoo firing off his pea shooter. I just want to talk to this Jake fellow.
And I'm sure Gentleman Jake would be happy to meet you if you had a ticket to get in. Of course, I might be able to sneak you in quiet-like, but I'd be putting my job on the line, and I can't afford to lose it now. After all, I have my little brother to look after.
Oh,
Just
shut
tell me
up.
what you want.
Only a small favor.
Spit it out.
Just help me retrieve something. A small item of great personal value. It's only my pa's pocket watch. Family heirloom, you see.
What
Oh, yeah,
happened
okay.
to it?
It was stolen is what? By that one-eyed scalawag Lola Johnson. Probably stashed it away in the old smithy. She's been squatting in there for weeks now.
The old smithy, huh? How about 2
said
crowns?
You and your brother needed money. How about 2 crowns?
Well, now, that's mighty kind of you. But this don't change the deal.
Why, you little bastard.
You want in.
Mess this dude up, dude. I'm gonna mess this dude up. Not
Let
doing you
me
any favors,
in,
bro.
Or you're going to be sorry.
I'm not doing you
Come
any favors.
on, it's really not a big deal. It'll take you 2 seconds.
If it ain't that big a deal, you go do it, punk. I'm gonna knock him
Not
out.
interested. You can keep those crowns to pay the doctor.
Ah!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Oh, shady shitbag.
of all ages, are you ready for some thrills? Are you ready for some excitement? Are you ready for some fun?
What the heck?
Get on with it already.
Without further ado, may I present the star of our show, the last man standing at the Bleachbone Gulch Showdown, the only man to defeat bastard Billy Boakes in a duel, the man who discovered a gentleman, then gifted it to an orphanage, Gentleman Jake Ackerman.
Oh, yeah. Missing a freaking leg.
Thank you, Charlie, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gentleman Jake's Wild West. We got a heck of a performance for you today, but first, allow me to introduce my brave and loyal assistant, Danny Lowe. Now let's get this show on the road. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you rope a steer. Keep it going, Danny. Maybe you'll lasso yourself one someday.
Whatever, dude.
You couldn't rope a steer if it invited itself in for dinner.
Oh, man.
The sun beat down upon them as the duelists stood and stared. But Billy Boakes had never fought. Somebody so prepared. Jake drew his gun. And bang! The bastard crashed down with a thud. The legendary foe lay dead, defeated, in the mud.
You know what? We should probably applaud, because here's the thing, right? We're gonna heckle the whole time and not be able to get the interview because we're just rude.
Challenging proposition, perhaps the greatest feat of marksmanship to which a man can set his sights. You see those 5 juggling balls that Charlie keeps whirling aloft in such a dizzying display? Ladies and gentlemen, affix your eyes on that green ball in particular, and do not dare blink. For with but a single bullet, I will pluck it from the very air.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, we'll cheer him.
Amazing.
Make him feel good about himself.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our show. Thank you all so much. You've been a truly magnanimous magnificent and majestic audience.
And you can take home a piece of the legend. Come on down to the Jack of Diamonds to get an autograph or a souvenir ferrotype. We'll be there until last call. Stop by and shake hands with Gentleman Jake.
Ladies and gentlemen, good night.
Good night. All right, let's go get this damn interview over with, shall we?
Howdy, ma'am. Are you Harley Leger?
Who's asking?
I'm Sheriff Gamble. A moment of your time.
What's the problem?
Well, this young man tells me you're responsible for the condition of his brother over there.
Yeah, what of it?
Listen, I know these two can be ornery, but I can't stand by while folks take the law into their own fists, as it were.
Does this mean I'm under arrest?
Afraid so. Come with me to the station, if you wouldn't mind. 2 assaults in one day. Is it a full moon or something?
That kid got what he deserved.
You wouldn't have done the same in my shoes.
Jim can be a handful. Frankly, it's about time somebody put him in his place. But that's all I'll say on the matter. Do keep your hands to yourselves in there, ladies.
Roughed up Jim, did you?
Who did you rough up?
I did. Who'd you rough up?
Some little punk I caught trying to break into my place.
Let me guess. Scrawny runt? Face like a leaky pump handle?
If your well water runs red sometimes.
My warning clearly didn't do a lick of good. Maybe you managed to teach him something.
Oh, I barely touched the boy. Pity the sheriff here didn't see it that way.
Seems that between the two of us, we've taken down the whole local ragamuffin syndicate. I'm Harley Leger.
Local Johnson.
Well, how serendipitous. Jem wanted me to get his pocket watch back from you.
His watch, huh?
Yeah, I had a feeling he was trying to pull something.
Seems like everybody in this damn town is. I'm making tracks soon as they let me out of here.
Afternoon, Sheriff Gamble.
Mr. Ackerman, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I heard you got the lady who was raising Cain at my show.
That's right. In the cell there. The one with both her eyes.
Might I have a word with the prisoner?
Go on, then.
Miss Leger, I presume?
Dang.
Way that kid told it, I was expecting you to be at least a foot taller.
Same to you.
You're a lot shorter up close, too.
Hey now, no need to be rude. I was merely hoping you'd indulge my curiosity. In all the time I've been performing, I've never seen somebody so hell-bent on a seat they knocked out the ticket taker. So, what compelled you to do it?
Oh, the kid got on my bad side. I didn't feel like running pointless errands.
He was trying to send me on some cockamamie quest in exchange for letting me in. I'd had it up to here with his antics, so I let him have it.
I see. Not one to suffer fools, are you?
Not if I can help it.
An admirable quality.
Now that I've answered your question, would you answer a few of mine?
Ah, right. Danny mentioned you'd been asking after me at the saloon. You a reporter for the local paper?
Provisionally. I've been assigned to interview you.
Well, this is hardly the place for it.
Afraid I haven't got much choice about the venue.
Let's fix that, shall we? Gamble, how much for this fine lady's bail?
Let's say, 10 crowns?
Danny, pay the man.
Do it, Danny.
Here you are, sir.
Appreciate it, son.
Now then, won't you join me in my room at the Jack of Diamonds? I got a business proposition.
You better not be some creepo pervert, boy.
Now that
I
we're
swear
nice
to God.
and settled, permit me to introduce my associate, Danny Luo.
We've met, actually. Not formally, I suppose. Nice to properly make your acquaintance, Miss Leger.
Likewise, Mr. Luo.
Please, you can call me Danny. Everybody does.
So, about that interview.
All in due time, Miss Leger, but I ask you to hear me out first. Danny and I are looking to get some folks together for a job, and I think you'd make a damn fine addition to the team.
What sort of job?
Ever hear of Dr. Bennett Clark?
Can't say I have.
I don't think I have.
He was the lead scientist researching that ethericity stuff. Before the ban, that is. Dr. Clark moved out here not long after the big disaster back in Lamplight City. You know, the one where all those folks got disintegrated? He kept up his research, even did some demonstrations at the Opera House. Till one day, he just up and vanished. Nobody's seen hide nor hair of him in nearly a year.
What happened to him?
So is he dead or what?
That's the thing. Nobody knows. But the real question is what he left behind. We're going in search of Dr. Clark's fortune.
Come again?
The feller was loaded. Somehow he managed to talk a bunch of big money investors from back east into financing his research. All those gizmos and doodads don't come cheap, you know? We find his stash, we'll all be rolling in it for years to come.
Stash? What stash? Surely it's all just numbers on a ledger somewhere.
Nope. I'm telling you, he kept his assets in cold, hard cash.
So you're looking to rob a man blind just because nobody knows where he is?
Now, nothing so uncouth as that. Picture this. A swashbuckling pirate captain, his vessel freighted with treasure. The vast fleets of law and order circling him, closing in. He digs a hole in the sands of some sun-kissed tropical beach to conceal his ill-gotten loot and makes himself scarce. Circumstance conspires to deprive him of the opportunity to return. Now, is the brave treasure hunter who seeks and unearths the bounty guilty of robbery? Or is he just returning to the world what would otherwise lie forgotten and worthless? See, we're not after Clark's personal wealth. The money in question was meant to bankroll his etheric research. Since that's been outlawed, he can't touch it. And it's a drop in the ocean for the investors. They'll never miss it.
How many folks are you planning on bringing into this?
That depends on what we find. But I promise you, we'll all get a fair split. Enough to make it all worthwhile.
What's your plan?
Clark had a lab nearby, a couple miles outside of town. Last place anybody saw him. We poke around there, retrace his steps, and it should lead us straight to the loot.
Uh-huh.
Now, call me crazy, but I get the impression you're not entirely convinced.
Not really. Now, I don't know. I have a feeling this guy's gonna be shady as hell. I'm not, and frankly, I don't trust you. I'm not worried about this one. Let's be sarcastic.
Why on earth would you think that? A couple of folks I don't know from Adam asked me to help them hunt for some money that probably doesn't even exist. How could I not be convinced?
I admit we're asking you to put a lot of faith in us. Hell, I'd probably be just as incredulous were I in your position.
Mr. Ackerman's a good man, Miss Leger. He's never led me astray in all the time I've known him.
I appreciate it, Danny, but I think Miss Leger's gonna need a little more than just your word. Look,
yeah,
I've known quite a few moneyed folk in my time. They all got one thing in common. You know what that is?
That's, yeah, they don't give a crap about it.
People. About folks like you and me.
I admit I cannot emphatically contradict you there, but not what I meant.
So what do they have in common?
They're good at keeping their money safe. Clark's cash is out there. I just know it. As far as your safety, you dealt with that little troublemaker outside the theater. It's plain to see you can take care of yourself.
I'm pretty good with my pistols, and Mr. Ackerman can talk his way out of anything, but we could use somebody who's good in a fight.
Besides, stick around old Jake long enough and you'll have enough material to write a whole book. Forget a measly little write-up in the local rag. I'm offering you a front row seat to a much better show.
Yeah, and that's also something that's there to take into consideration. Yeah, it makes a good story.
All right, Mr. Ackerman, I'm in. At the very least, this venture should make for an interesting tale.
I'm pleased to hear you say that.
You won't regret this, Miss Leger.
We'll set out for the lab at daybreak. And please, call me Jake.
All right. Thanks for playing the Rosewater demo, and the adventure continues soon. Join the posse. Wishlist Rosewater on Steam and follow the development on social media. All the links to all this will be in the description below. This was really, really, really cool. I liked the storytelling. The voice acting was good. I actually can't wait to see the full release of this. So yeah, this is where we're gonna go ahead and end it. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the game and if you're kind of excited to see more about it. And thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and ringing the bell. And as always, you guys have yourselves a great day.